spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
These two teams, you may remember, they met up at Soldier Field earlier this season with the Bears winning that one. So if they can win here in Minnesota, they get a sweep of the season series.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's late. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears first down.
A give running. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready! Alert! Alert!
On second down, here's Nwangu.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kene Nwangu with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On 2nd and 7, Fields over the middle, complete. It's Lane. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lane. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 45-yard line.
The slot man in motion right. They'll run up the middle with McAllister. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Fields. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 44-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Fields. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a second time.
To throw is Fields. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Read alert! Read alert! Track 60! Mustang 19!
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Up the middle, Nwangu.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Vikings had 2-12 in what has been a tough year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
2nd and 14. Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
18 Randall, 18 Riggs. 19 Wyatt.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Peterson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 27-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Warriors 70. Hurt.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
On the give is Nwangu. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kene Nwangu with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have moved out in front. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up second down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. Montgomery, another target and catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Slot man moves right. Fields on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On first down, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Fields. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Boyd. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. Looking middle, and that's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Fields throwing again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Patrick Ricard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Buffalo 18. Hurt. 18. Pioneer.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Back to throw. They'll check that down to Longu out of the backfield. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Hey, check that. Ready.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a give running left is Nwangu. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Finding Elliott for the catch on the out route. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw here. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Nwangu. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Back to Nwangu again on first down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Mustang 19. 7-5, check.
2nd and 11. He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
60 Maverick.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Bears force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. On first down, it's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. The slot man in motion right. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Fields on 3rd down. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get down, bring him down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season. Here comes the Bears punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
check.
Now a give right side. It's Woods. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This offense so far on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Looking to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Normally, you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Nwangu looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The tackle there by Chris Barnes.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Another run now for Nwangu. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. A field goal try would be almost 50 yards from this spot, so what can they do to get closer now on 3rd down?
19 tight. 19. Check back. Buffalo 18. 18, Pioneer. Cut 19.
They'll set up a throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 18. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Woods. And all the way down inside the 5 of the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Woods. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Punching it in from a Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead into the fourth. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. Touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them the completion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they run a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. Now it's 2nd and 9.
Back in 60. Read the look. Read the look.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
7 Pirates. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Rig.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. You have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. ahead. Here's Nwangu.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Here's Nwangu.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kene Nwangu
With his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season.
And the Vikings look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take a knee. And they'll indeed take a knee. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made this